How I get the best price on a car is what we're talking about today on the eCentral Business Show. I'm John Nayler and I'm joined by Todd Simpson from Brisbane Car Broker. Funny name to have for a business, Todd.
Yeah, it's what we do, so yeah.
Okay, now let's pose that question to you, because that's what we do. A lot of people out there, we've had the world of pain. What are some of those things that we go through when we're trying to get the best price on a car?
Well, a lot of people will tell me that when they try and go and get some prices off cars, the dealerships say to them, well, if you're ready to buy a car now, we'll give you our best price.
Yeah, sure.
So often they come back and they haven't got any prices.
Yeah, okay. And that's the thing. So it seems as though there's some active process around that where they're just not willing to give up their best price.
Well, they've been selling cars for a long time, John, and they're very good at it. Yeah, and they don't want you going out and getting multiple prices for different cars at different car yards.
Yeah, okay. So even the thing is, you know, we've all experienced that phone call we've tried to make to try and have a conversation with a car sales guy, be it new or used, over the phone, make the phone inquiry. That seems to make sense, but that doesn't work either, does it?
No, well, they want to sit you down and they want you to sign a contract with them today to buy a car.
Yeah.
That's, as a salesperson at a car yard, that's your job, is to sell cars, is not to give prices out. Yeah,
now, how are they so good at it?
Well, they're good at it because obviously they're well trained, they're well managed, you know, and they're instructed to go through a sales process, the old 6-point sell on a car.
Oh, yeah, that actually is about standing at 6 points around the car.
They're trained and they're monitored. People in the car industry are trained and monitored on how to sell a car, and they're to use the method that particular dealership wants to use. And they're not really encouraged to deviate from that. So the whole idea is when someone comes in to look at a car, that they walk out owning a car, and that dealership will do what it needs to do to get that to happen.
Yeah, okay. And so around that process, what are some of the things that happen when we try and get on the phone or go into a dealership? You know, we end up frustrated. What's some of those things that are going on behind the scenes there? Well,
obviously they're trying to work out how they can get you to buy their car at the highest price possible. So they'll engage you in a friendly way, and if you're a friendly person, they think that's fantastic because you'll typically buy ticket price for the car, pay ticket price for the car, and you'll go from there. If you make it a little more difficult for them, usually they'll go to the next level and they'll sort of work on your fear of loss, and they'll let you know that there's only so many cars. There's someone else looking at this particular car. There's a few of them. There's not too many available. So they'll work on your fear of loss. If that hasn't worked, they'll usually then move down the food chain to your fear of your greed. Okay. So John, tell me, if we give you window tint and free mats, will you buy the car now?
Oh, okay. Yes.
Yeah, and if that doesn't work, they'll then move to the next level, and that's make you wait.
Oh,
so
okay.
They'll go back and say, look, you sit here, I'll go back and talk to my sales manager and see if I can get you a slightly better price on what you've got, even though you've got a great deal now.
That's a cookie cutter thing, isn't it? I mean, every time you go through that process, until the sales manager's involved, they're not really trying, or you're not really trying,
Their system is go through the process to eventually all you've got then is time. So they'll make you stay at the dealership for as long as possible to either give up and walk out the door or you buy a car. The idea is you walk into a car yard to buy a car from them, not from another dealership. So they're not there. The salespeople aren't paid to give quotes. The salespeople are there to sell cars. And that's what they'll do.
Yeah, okay,
to the best of their ability.
All right. Now, you're off camera, you're telling me you're not the typical broker. How does your process work?
Okay, well, we work on a process of working for our clients. So rather than go and acquire a car on behalf of a client and then sell it back to you, I just believe that you're really becoming a pseudo car yard yourself. You're just becoming another barrier to someone buying a car. Because we want to be a broker in the true sense. So we want to have you as a client and us go out on your behalf to find the best deal that we can for you. The car yards will use all the emotions possible to sell you a car. What we'll do is just use logic. So we'll go to all the dealerships, and most of our clients wanting cars that are available in southeast Queensland. So we'll go all the way from the Tweed up to Bundaberg out to Toowoomba, and we'll approach all the dealerships, asking them clearly what sort of car you want, the accessories that you want. We'll detail the trade-in you've got, and we'll actually go to their fleet departments and ask them for their most competitive price. Oh,
because going to fleet is a little bit of a hack around the process, isn't it? Because those guys are working on some different incentives, for want of a better word, yeah?
Well, dealerships have volumes that they've got to meet every year, and their fleet departments, one of the tools they use is using fleet. So if they need to sell more cars to get to their target, they will use their fleet departments to get those volumes increased without necessarily affecting their mum and dad prices.
Yeah, okay.
So dealing with the relationships we have at all the dealerships gives us a chance to get you a really great price on a car. Now, obviously, if I'm talking to 10, 15, 20 different dealerships, there's usually 2 or 3 out there that are really, really keen to make a deal because they want to move their numbers up.
Yep.
And this is where it comes with volume. As a consumer, it's really hard to go out. You try and get 20 quotes for a car you want to buy.
Yeah.
When the industry won't let you do it.
They'll actively fight against it. It's too time poor.
It's too hard a task. We do it effectively for you, and we do all the running around. So you get opportunity of getting the very best price, and we'll do it all for you.
Okay. That sounds brilliant. Now, on that though, it's because what we're talking about off camera as well is that different role or the different world we live in now. So traditionally, you talk to a car dealer because it was hard to get information about the vehicles. Maybe you read a motor magazine, but typically not. Yeah, this is 20 years ago, 30 years ago, and you'd have to go down the lot to get the brochure, to see the thing, to experience the car. And so there was a genuine information role around a car dealer and the salesperson, that thing, because they were informing you. But these days, we do all the research beforehand, don't we?
Well, absolutely, and you do the research on the run. You can be in a car yard with your phone and you can be researching the very car you're looking at. Often I think most people walking in a car yard, because they're motivated to be enthusiastic about the car they're looking for, often they'll know more about the car than the dealer, the salesperson's actually showing them the car.
Yeah. Now, so do you get that when people come to you? Do they say, I want to try it, and I want this and that, I want the diesel, I want the...
Yeah, most people do. Most people have done their research and they'll let me know. There are other people that come and say, look, we're not quite sure what we like. This is our circumstances. We've got this many kids. We towed this kind of... Can you make a recommendation? And I'll certainly help people understand the car that's going to suit them best. Oh,
because you can shop the variety of models in as well.
Well, it's understanding what you want to do. Obviously, if you're going to tow a small van, it's going to be a lot different vehicle you require than towing a large one. Making sure that it's got the right tow bar. So I help you understand the car you need and the accessories you should have with it, so that we make sure before we go to tender that we actually, clearly the car you want, the car you need. Oh, so you can help them with the needs analysis. Absolutely, that's the whole point of it. So that the true sense of a broker. Yeah. I work much, I suppose, if anyone's ever been and had a home loan organised through a home loan broker. Oh, yeah, most of us have these days, yeah. Yeah, look, a home loan broker will go to a panel of lenders and get the best structured home loan for you from that panel of lenders. Well, we do the same thing. We just go to a panel of dealerships and get you the best deal for your car. We'll make sure we're looking at the accessories you want as well. Often what they'll do is they'll give us the accessories at a wholesale cost price. Because, for example, if I'm going to get you a car and it's in a Sunshine Coast dealership, yeah, sure, it's unlikely you're ever going to walk through their door. So they see it as a deal they never would have got. Sure. So let's organise the window tint at cost. Let's organise the floor mats at cost. Let's organise those other bits and pieces. So often we can save a few $1,000s just on the accessories. Wow. Yeah. Okay, cool. And the engagement we use a commercial one, so people come to you, they engage in some way, and on the basis that you go away and do this research and collate and say, here, this is what I've found you. Yeah, look, we charge our clients an upfront fee of $185. That's what we call our engagement fee. Once you've paid that, then you're a client of ours. Yeah. So our fee structure doesn't change. We have a set fee we charge to the dealerships as a broker fee, just like the mortgage brokers do. All right. I appreciate the transparency around that, yeah. So our process is transparent. You will actually be purchasing the vehicle from the dealership themselves. You won't be purchasing it from us. Even though we're licensed motor dealers, we don't buy and sell in cars. It's about making sure that you've got the best deal that you've got. The other thing too about using our service is that if there's any problems or any difficulties, we're your advocate for solution there. Sure, because we're not the person you bought the car from. So if there's something that's untoward happens, we're there to champion and to help solve your problems. You're on their side, the client side. Yeah. Fabulous, all right. Now, how do people find you? We're running out of time. Let's get down to the brass tacks. How do people get hold of you, Todd Simpson? BrisbaneCarBroker.com. Go to our website, all my details are there. Oh, everybody can spell that. Okay, Todd, thank you very much for coming on the show today. Really appreciate that. That's great information and a great way to buy cars. Yeah, thank you, John. Okay, Todd, thank you. And that's another episode done of the eCentral Business Show. I'm John Nayler.